You've driven past them 1,000 times, rows of giant, silent rigs parked on the edge of the world. The conventional wisdom is simple. He's just trying to save $100 on a hotel room. You couldn't be more wrong. This isn't about choice. Look closer at that sleeper cab. It's a 6 by 4 foot reinforced steel box. It's cramped, it's isolated, and for the next 10 hours, it's a legal prison. The reality has nothing to do with his wallet. It's about a $3.5 billion logistics industry driven by strict federal mandates that dictate exactly when he moves and exactly when he stops. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the black box that controls the American supply chain and showing you why a driver's home is actually a tightly regulated workspace. You'll never look at a parked truck the same way again. Most people assume truckers manage their own schedules, but that hasn't been true for years. Federal law, the Hours of Service rule, now dictates exactly when a driver operates. A driver is strictly limited to 11 hours behind the wheel. The minute that time is up, they are legally mandated to take 10 consecutive hours off duty, wherever they are. This system didn't always exist. Before 1938, drivers pushed until they collapsed. Today, the electronic logging device logs every movement, every mile, and every single minute. The driver doesn't control the schedule anymore. The clock does. So, when that digital clock hits 0, the driver has to stop, instantly. But why not just pull into a motel? Because the sheer scale of the American highway makes it a physical impossibility. There are roughly 3.5 million truck drivers in the United States, but only 313,000 designated parking spaces. That's 10 drivers competing for every single spot. On most nights, legal parking is gone well before the sun even sets. If a driver's legal clock runs out, they can't push through another 20 miles to find safety. The ELD logs that violation instantly, exposing them to massive DOT fines or termination. They park on dangerous highway ramps not because it's convenient, but because the system has effectively cornered them. But the highway ramps are only half the story. If you've ever wondered why you see trucks idling in the dark back corners of your local Walmart or Home Depot, it's not an accident. It's a calculated staging move. Every grocery store shelf you walk through was reverse-engineered around the driver's legal sleep cycle. Logistics software tracks exactly when that 10-hour rest period ends, matching it to a rigid delivery appointment. See, receiving docks have incredibly strict windows. If a driver misses that slot by even a few minutes, they might not get unloaded for another 24 hours. The truck is staged in the back of that lot, so the exact minute the legal clock resets, the driver can bump the dock. By the time you arrive to buy your groceries, the supply chain has already executed its math perfectly. We started this journey by assuming a driver was just trying to save a few bucks. We ended by realizing that every single choice he makes, where he parks, when he wakes, how he moves, is dictated by a logistics machine of staggering scale. He isn't just a driver. He is a precision-engineered gear in an economic engine that never sleeps. There is a profound irony here. We live in an era of instant delivery, yet the system making it possible is built on the silent sacrifices of people we pass every day but never truly see. And as we push further toward full automation, we have to ask ourselves, are we optimizing for true efficiency, or are we simply removing humanity from the systems that keep our society running? Because the truck isn't the only place where the invisible lines of our modern world are stretched to their absolute limit. The digital matrix tracking these drivers ultimately feeds into a physical network buried deep beneath our feet and beneath our oceans. A network that is just as vital and just as fragile. If you want to understand the hidden, high-stakes infrastructure that quietly runs your life, and the exact points where it could easily unravel, take a look at our investigation into how the world stays connected, right here.